Hey, what's up, everybody? Jerry Niesman of the Niesman team at Keller Williams Realty here. Coming to you live for Talk About It Tuesday, our second Talk About It Tuesday now. How's everybody doing today?
I'm good.
Rachel's here across from me. She's doing good. We are today going to talk about the market here in Southwest Florida, and specifically how it is or is not being affected by the Covid-19 or coronavirus, as a lot of people are calling it. So we're going to get into that.
Tell us about yourself and the Niesman team and how long you've been doing this. I'm going to get everybody linked over from our event page.
You want me to flip this to you real quick?
Sure.
There you go. Now
hey, what up, everybody? It is Rachel Niesman with the Niesman team. I am behind the scenes. Jerry's out in the world. He's usually the face that you guys see, and I do everything behind the scenes. I'm going to get everybody linked in from our Facebook event on our Niesman team at Keller Williams Fort Myers page on Facebook to the link here on the live video so they can get directed over. I'm not more tech savvy than that. I don't know how to do it better than that. And so I am going to be on the computer right now. I'm going to have Jerry tell you a little bit about himself and why we are, like, where we come from and how long we've been doing this, and a little bit about he and I, and I'll be back. And we're going to talk, I would say, at about 4:07, in about 5 minutes, we're going to be starting the talk about numbers that the Southwest Florida market is reporting. And we're going to compare 2020 over 2019, what happened last year versus what happened this year. The very first numbers are starting to trickle in on how this pandemic is affecting the Southwest Florida, or it's Lee County specifically, just so you know. I know that Southwest Florida is a very broad term, and the Niesman team, we service all the way from Sarasota down to Naples, and kind of everywhere in between. And so we're talking Lee County specifically today. I know that we have some people from Collier County. That's just the list that I pulled, our MLS, and those details. And so I'm going to flip you over to Jerry. He's going to tell you about a little bit about us and him and his real estate experience. And we'll be back. We'll see you in about, well, watch him. Don't go anywhere.
Did anybody else notice that's like the lightest Guinness I've ever seen?
I want a Guinness. Where's a Guinness?
You got a Guinness cup sitting right next to you, but it's clear.
That's so sad. You broke my heart.
So anyways, for those of you that don't know me or that don't know all about us already, obviously I'm Jerry. I'm the team leader, the Niesman team. I've been in real estate for 10 years now. This is my 10th full year.
Happy anniversary.
Woohoo! Do I look any older for those of you that knew me back then?
I could post some 2010 pictures for anyone who's interested.
So been doing this about 10 years now. Over 500 families helped in that time. Spent about 5 years selling new homes for one of the largest home builders in the country here in Southwest Florida, and then 5 years now in general real estate. Selling new homes and existing homes and commercial real estate and basically everything. So been all over Southwest Florida, from Naples to Sarasota, as Rachel said. So we cover a wide area.
Who else is on your team, Jerry? Who's the team?
So Rachel is our behind the scenes, kind of do everything. She is the office manager here. And then we've got Lydia is our transaction coordinator. So a lot of people, a lot of our clients communicate with her once we've gone under contract.
Bless her. I love you, Lydia. I love you so much. You're amazing at what you do.
So a lot of people talk with her. And then we have 4 showing assistants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4. Cynthia, Beth, Michael, and Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So the four of them go out and do a lot of the showings with our buyer clients. So they go out and actually show the properties. And so basically I handle a lot of the majority of, or all of the qualifying, making sure everybody's set up and ready to go to buy. They take them out and show the properties and then come back to me to handle the contract and negotiations. And then once we're under contract, then Lydia takes over and handles it up through closing. And then you get to see my beautiful face again at closing.
All right, switching over to me. I want to...
All right, Rachel's got to talk again. She can't be quiet for more than 3 minutes.
For those who don't know Jerry and I, who aren't our close family and friends or don't hang out with us all too often, yes, I'm the loud one who loves to talk and loves to be heard, which is ironic considering he's the face, right? And I'm behind a computer all day, every day. He hides me away. And it's just, I love what I do for my side of the business. He loves working with people and helping people find their dream home or get their home sold and move on with one part of their life and on to the next one. I want to talk to everybody who's watching. I'm letting people kind of pop in and get settled into Facebook Live because I want to make sure everybody hears. If you drop a comment, just say hi or anything. That's all you have to do to be entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card at the it's like a gift code. It's not like a physical card because pandemic, right? And so we're giving away $25 Amazon gift code at the end of this conversation. And if you want a chance to win, say hi or drop us a question about the state of the market. Let us know what your questions are. If you, I'm going to manage the chat. You can see I'm in front of my computer. Jerry's going to be talking about the state of the market and what the numbers look like and how are we even buying or selling homes or helping our clients buy or sell homes in Southwest Florida right now with this currently going on, how our jobs have changed, how we can best help you as a client, and what it looks like to buy or sell a house, and are we doing it at the same pace? What is that impact? So that's what we're going to talk about, and drop questions in the comment box. I'm going to give you back to Jerry, and I'm going to be monitoring all of your typing questions. And so I'm here, I'm your voice. I will interject with him when you want me to. I'll slow down or speed him up. And so let me know if you have questions, drop a comment, or just say hi so you can get entered to win $25. And I'll see you guys in a minute.
All right, so now let's get into the fun stuff of what is actually going on in the market here. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up, the statistics are about 3 to 4 weeks behind. So what we're talking about is what happened in March, which, half of that month we've basically been dealing with the pandemic. So we're going to talk about March's numbers. They usually come out towards the end.
21st.
They came out on April 21st. So 3 weeks into April they came out. So, and then we'll have April's numbers towards the end of May. So, one of the really interesting things is closed home sales are up double digits in March. So actually where everybody thought that the numbers would be down, they've actually gone up. So very, very interesting. Over 15% higher for single family and over 16% higher for townhomes and condos. So that's year over year sales. The month of March 2019, no pandemic going on. The month of March compared to the month of March 2020, pandemic going on, the number of transactions is up 15% on single family, 16% on condos and townhouses. Also, the median sales price went up on single family 11%, and almost 6% for condos and townhouses. And inventory is down, which is not really surprising, because a lot of people have stopped putting their homes on the market, which has led to kind of causing the prices to increase. So year over year, the local inventory is down significantly, which is what I was talking about. 22% down for single family, which brings us down to a 4.5 month supply. So we're really actually back into a seller's market.
I was going to say, Jerry, can you tell us, what does that mean? Does that make it a buyer's market? Does that make it a seller's market? Is it a better time to be a buyer or a seller? I don't know. Educate me.
So that makes it a seller's market when basically what they use as the guiding principle is if there's 5.5 to 6 months worth of inventory, meaning if there's no more homes that go on the market as of today, it would take 5.5 to 6 months to sell through all of the homes that are listed for sale. That would be a balanced market. If there's less than that, it's a seller's market. If there's more than that, it's a buyer's market. So we've gone down. We were in a slight buyer's market prior to this whole thing happening, and we've actually gone down back into a seller's market with 4.5 months supply on single family. And in condo townhouse category, you're talking listings are down 23% from March of 2019. So now we're down to a 5.1 month supply. So just slightly into a buyer's market or a seller's market on condos and townhomes as well. The other thing that also went down is number of days on market. So 61 days on market is the average for single family homes and 70 days on market for condos and townhouses. And when we break it down by city, single family homes, Sanibel, Captiva, and Pine Island saw the largest increase in jump in sales of more than 50%, with 58 closed sales this March compared to 38 last March. And Bonita Springs also experienced a big increase, 31% in homes sold, up to 109 units. The only area in all of Lee County that actually went down, Fort Myers Beach.
What's your best speculation? Is it just so I know that rentals have changed. I know, is it that snowbirds returned home? Is it that, tell me what your best, and I'm putting you on the spot with this. We haven't talked about it at all. Any thoughts on that?
So, I mean, Fort Myers Beach is pretty much all vacation property and second home property. And the biggest decline that I personally have seen in terms of people interested in buying properties is in that second home vacation home type buyer. Because they don't need to buy a house. They are not looking to move into the property, so they can wait. So a lot of them have been waiting. And that's pretty much Fort Myers Beach, what it is.
So now, Josh, real quick, Josh Bryan wants to know, so you're saying he should be buying a beach home right now?
Sure, absolutely. Now, the reality is the number of transactions for Fort Myers Beach in 2019, it was 18 transactions in March of 2019, and it went down to 12. So we're not talking a huge number, so the volume, the percentage looks a lot more substantial than it really is. You're only talking a difference of 6 homes because there aren't that many transactions that happen on Fort Myers Beach over the course of a month to begin with.
Jerry, can you tell me real quick, for those that I know, like Josh Bryan isn't here in Southwest Florida, can you just, is Fort Myers Beach a different city? Like, those numbers read weird, but is Fort Myers Beach its own city?
Fort Myers Beach is its own city. It is obviously, at least obvious to me. It is a beach town. And so it is pretty much all vacation. The only people that live on the island primarily are people that work on the island for the most part. I know a lot of people that have a lot of investment properties there. They use them for vacation rentals. They use them for their own vacation homes, stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. I didn't mean to interject. All right, get back to it.
Yeah, so it's touristy. It's very touristy. But that's the only city that saw any kind of decrease whatsoever for the month of March from year over year. So let's flip over here. So active listings, like I said, active listings are down 22% for single family. New pending sales are also down 21%, primarily because the listings are down.
And listen, I want everybody watching right now to know when we get through the statistics and the numbers of it all, we're going to talk to you about being a buyer right now or being a seller right now and what that looks like and how buyers and sellers are dealing with buying and selling homes in Southwest Florida with this COVID situation going on. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. So hang in there. We're going to run through the numbers and get to that.
So also the average list price versus sale price has changed. It has actually gone up because inventory has gone down and because it has shifted a little bit to a seller's market. What you end up seeing is the difference between list price and sale price changing. So what has been customarily over the last year or so, 5 to 6% variance between what homes are listed for and what they're actually selling for. So if it's listed for $200,000, typically somebody's negotiating on average 5 to 6% off the price of a home over the course of the past year. Now we're talking more like 4%, 3.5 to 4%.
How is that impacting you in your work with buyers right now? Like, talk about your quarantine tour yesterday. You scheduled to go see?
So yeah, a lot of you know that we're doing quarantine tours 4 days a week now, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then doing this Talk About It Tuesday on Tuesdays. So typically what we do is we go and we find homes that are recently added to the market that are vacant. So I'm not going in houses that people are living in unless they really want us to, and then I make sure they're not sick. So going in these vacant listings new to the market. And this home was on the market 6 days. And we scheduled the showing in the morning. And 15 minutes before I was supposed to go live, it was sold. So basically what that means is that we have to get into properties quicker. If you have to see it in person, we have to be able to get in quickly. Or we can do a virtual tour, which is what we'll get into on how we're doing it. But you need to get in quicker because they are selling faster. We also don't have quite as much negotiating room when we're negotiating sometimes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So on condos and townhouses, basically same type of situation. The percentage of active listings are down 23%. New pending sales are down 32%. And month supply of inventory is down 31%. So not as much inventory, not as many pending transactions. So we are seeing that the pending transactions, the closed sales are up, but the pending transactions are down, which means we will see come probably April and May, we will start to see the closed sales go down. But it's primarily, if you notice, they're all in very close relation, the pending sales to the active listings. It's primarily because there's not enough inventory out there is causing the number of transactions to drop. And then again, the median percent of original list price received has gotten better. So it was 94.5% last year. Now it's 95.3. So it's almost 1% higher that people are getting on their listed homes. And so that's where we're at there. In terms of cities, we talked about Fort Myers Beach was the only one that the number of units sold has gone down. The meat of the market, the biggest body of transactions are happening in the $150,000 to $600,000 range. So there were in, what do we say, closed sales, 1,400 sales closed in the month of March, and 2, 5, 7, 1,000, 1,200 of those were between $150,000 and $600,000.
Wow.
So you're talking what,
so the market
85%?
hasn't disappeared.
No,
there's
1,400 sales in a month.
Right. Wow.
Just in Lee County. So we're not talking Collier, we're not talking Charlotte, we're not talking Sarasota.
That's
just
exciting.
in Lee County, 1,400 homes closed.
That's really incredible.
The one place that we are seeing A big change is in the higher end market.
Okay.
So the number of days on market has gone up significantly in the $600,000 plus range.
Okay.
You've gone from, especially on condos, 63 days on market last year to now 119 days on market.
What does that tell you? What would you suggest to somebody who's thinking about putting their condo on the market then?
So if you're looking at listing your condo in that upper price range, that's really the only ones that might want to consider waiting. Unless you need to sell it. If you need to sell it, then we sell it, and we just have to price it appropriately.
Right.
Okay. But it's taking time. In every other price range, it's selling though.
Awesome.
So let's see. Yeah, I think that covers everything.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the buy side. If we're talking specifically about people who are watching, who are thinking about getting out there and home shopping. It's May. Flip it to me because I feel like everybody needs to
Everybody needs to see the blonde bombshell.
Yes. So here's the thing. If you're thinking about shopping right now, if you're thinking about heading out into Southwest Florida and shopping for a home, you're thinking about buying, right now is the time that we traditionally see. We're like post-Easter. We are firmly into seeing our families buying homes. It's people who are like Jerry and I with families that have kids in school. They want to move in the middle of summer. They don't want to deal with changing schools in the middle of the school year. This is the time right now. So if you're out there and you're thinking about like, oh, my house is too small to homeschool. My husband's driving me crazy. I need a she shed. If you're out there and thinking about buying right now, here is how it's kind of functioning or happening. Let's talk about the buy side of things. So I'm going to shoot Jerry some questions about what it looks like to be a buyer right now on the market in Southwest Florida. So go.
All right, back to me.
All right, so how can somebody see the homes? You said that we're needing to react faster because less homes are being listed, which means that we have a lower inventory to look at. And so how are you showing homes if somebody's interested in seeing a house that they see from our website, or if they have you run a home search and there's a house that they want to see? What does that look like? How can they see a home that they're interested in and stay safe and keep their family safe?
So we can do a couple different things. If you absolutely have to go see the home yourself, we can do that. We can get you masks, we can get you gloves, we can get you booties so that you can go in and comfortably see a home. What I've also done earlier when it's getting to be easier to find that stuff. When we didn't have that stuff, I was still taking people in and showing them homes. And what we were doing is I had enough gloves for me and I had my mask and they had their masks. And so I would open everything. They just wouldn't touch anything. So as long as you don't touch anything, you're not going to collect anything, any germs or anything like that. So I was handling all of the touching duties and they walked through and looked. So that's one option. Ideally, what we prefer to do at this current, with everything that's going on, is I will go through, we can do a Facebook Live like we're doing right now, except for a private one. We can do FaceTime if you've got an iPhone. We can do Zoom call. I can use pretty much any type of technology that we need to use to do an actual live video walkthrough where I will walk you through the home. That way you can stop me, say, hey, go back. I want to see that again. Can we look back in that closet? Whatever we need to do so that you can see it in person. We've been doing this for 10 years now. When I've been selling homes to people in Canada, to people up north, to people in other countries. We've been doing these things to, for 10 years to be able to help people buy and sell homes that aren't physically here. So even if you are here, we can do that same stuff. So I've got access to all of that to be able to walk you through, or we can take you in person.
Can you speak a little bit? One of the changes that I know I've seen and run into with buyers on the buy side of things right now, if you're thinking about buying a home, what do you need to do before you go in? If you want to go physically see these homes, what do you need to do first?
I mean, even if they're not going with me, everybody needs to have a pre-qualification letter. You need to have talked to a lender. A lot of the listing agents are going through very detailed questionnaires before they will allow you or me to go into a home. They want to know that you are qualified to purchase that home. So we need to talk to a lender. We need to make sure that they're doing their due diligence. We need to make sure that you are employed and that you expect to continue to be employed during the process. If you're financing, if you're paying cash, then we need proof of funds to show that you have the money to be able to buy the home. So we need additional documentation. We've asked for it in the past, but it's not been like an absolute must-have. It's getting to the point where it's pretty much a must-have before we go show anything. So get that. If you don't know who to talk to, call me. I have a number of lenders that I work with on a regular basis that we can set you up with depending on the situation. We've got different lenders that have access to different programs to do, whatever you need. So that is a huge importance, is to make sure that you've got that.
Awesome. Thank you, Jerry. And what is that number? Shoot out, name, the phone number, email. If people want to get a hold of you and say, hey, I'm not pre-approved, I want to shop this summer, I need to start talking to a mortgage person, who do they call?
You call me, 239-201-9583.
All right, I'll type it in there too. You can call, text, or email jerryniesman@gmail.com. I'll drop all of those details in there. And so tell me, we talked a little bit about safety precautions and how you get in to see the homes that you're interested in. How does it work purchasing a home sight unseen? How are buyers protected? Say for instance, you spoke of people who live out of the country or out of state and they purchase a home. How do you stay protected? What happens if you show up and your closing's in a week and you hate your house?
So there's a couple different ways to deal with that. I mean, when you're a week away from closing, you're pretty well locked in. Now, you can get out of it, but you would potentially lose your deposit. The biggest issue, or really the easiest way to handle that, is once we've found a home that you like. And I will say, I don't think I've ever had that happen. I don't think I've ever had anybody come down.
I've racked my brain.
I can't think of a single person that has come down after purchasing a home and absolutely hated it right away. Now, I know people have had situations change during the process and things have happened and stuff like that. But that can happen whether you're here, whether you've seen the house or not. So really what it is, once we go under contract, if you're really concerned about it, want to make sure you come down and like it, what I would suggest is we go under contract, we can ask for a longer inspection period and get you down here right away. So once we've agreed to numbers and everything and we know that you're under contract on a home, you can come down, we can get you in during the inspection period to get, when we're doing the home inspection, we can get you in there to see the house in person. So I've done that in the past before as well. We do that all the time with people.
Okay, awesome. And unless there are other questions, I only have one more question left for the buy side of things, and then we're going to move things over and talk to our sellers, people who are thinking about listing their home right now. Jerry, tell me, the Niesman team, ourselves, we have put into place during this past 8 weeks to really service our clients and make real estate that's about them and not us as realtors. What we're about doesn't matter. We want to give them some sort of guarantee and peace of mind during this time. So tell me about the 90-day love it or leave it guarantee for our buyers.
So if by chance, and like I said, I don't think we've ever had it happen, but if by chance you happen to buy a home and you hate it, within the first 90 days, we will sell it for you for free. There's of course some details with that. Yes, you would still have to pay a buyer's agent commission, but we'd help you find your next house. But, in terms of selling it, we would sell it for free. We would, just cover the cost of the actual costs, but you wouldn't pay us any commission. Okay. And we got the details on that. So if anybody is curious about it, I can send you the details, but we take, basically we'd sell on the listing side. We'd do it for free.
Awesome. Thank you. Switch it back to me. I'll say hi. You can get a drink. So, hi everybody. I hope you all, if you're watching and just joining us, make sure you drop a comment, and we will be drawing at the end of this discussion. We will be doing a drawing for a $25 Amazon gift code. Thank you for joining us and watching us and talking about it with us today. We are here at 4 p.m. Monday through Friday live on Facebook. It's always on Jerry's Facebook feed, not our business Facebook feed, but here on Jerry's actual page. And feel free to join us. We're doing quarantine tours. And so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be in vacant homes that just hit the market in Southwest Florida. So you can go on virtual tours and come to work with us. And on Tuesdays, we're talking about it. Talk About It Tuesday. Next week is we transition to talking about sellers today and what it looks like to sell. Next week, we're going to be 10 tips to get your home ready to sell, or 10 tips to get your home sold quickly right now on our current market. And so I hope you can join us. Put it in your calendar if you want to check it out. Next Tuesday, 4 p.m., 10 tips to get your home sold fast. And drop a comment, and so you can win a gift code. We're going to switch over to questions about sellers. You can still ask us questions if you're interested in the buy side of things in the Southwest Florida market right now. All right, Jerry, hit it.
That was like a commercial.
Ooh, I didn't even have you hit reset. Oh, can you flip it back to me?
Oh, she forgot something.
I have my computer in front of me, and I have Jerry's Facebook feed up live. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm like shouting across the room, but I'm the loud one, so fingers crossed. I just noticed that we're wearing matching shirts. I want you guys to know we don't typically match. This was not at all planned today. I don't know why we are both happen to be in our Niesman team shirts today. Jerry got to spend his morning doing one of our absolute favorite things on earth, which is a red carpet closing for clients that were closing on a home today. So he got ready on his own and ran out the house and like set up a red carpet and like popping champagne with clients. He happens to be in the same shirt as me. We are not a couple who typically matches. Nobody texted each other this morning and said, what are you wearing for Talk About It Tuesday? And we said, oh, let's wear Niesman team shirts. No, I'm mortified, and I guarantee you next Tuesday we will be in different independent clothes like normal ass husbands and wives. So yes, that's it.
Are you saying that you don't want to be that way? Because that's like, some people like that.
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah, no, I know. Listen, but
it's just not us.
It's not us. Listen, if you're that and that's really you guys, I love you for it. I am here for it. And look at Agnes on here saying, hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, maybe we did plan it. And look at how cute our new shirts are. And if you want one, let us know and we'll send you one. All right, sellers,
so
let's
now
talk
we're
about
talking,
the sell side of things.
Yeah, now we're talking about what it's like to sell in this current market.
Here's my question. How can I stay safe, keep my family safe, stay healthy, and still sell my house right now?
So we can do a couple things.
And can I point out, I know, listen, it's a perfect time because they're selling so fast. Our buyers haven't slowed down at all. We need listings on the market. Please, if you're thinking about listing your home, call us, have a conversation with us. We will help you price it right. We'll put it on the market and you'll be done with it. It'll be so easy peasy. And, but anyway, yes, tell me, how can I stay safe, keep my family safe, and still put my house on the market right now?
So, number one, to start things off, I don't even have to come in your home. We can, just like we can do with buyers, doing a video tour of their, of homes that they want to see, where I go through the home myself. I can get on a call with you, a video call with you, and you can walk me through the house. You can give me a tour of your house so I can see it, so I can see exactly what it's got, how it looks, and how it compares to other homes on the market and other homes that have recently sold, so that
So you could price it. I mean,
I just went blank because I'm seeing comments pop up, and I'm like, what?
Stop looking at comments. Stop looking at
I need to look at the camera and not the messages at the bottom of the screen.
You're such a goofball. Get your act together.
So we can go through, you can take me on a video tour of your home.
Yes.
And so that I can price it, I can help you price it properly. So that's number one. And then once we put it on the market, as we're going through getting it ready to list, I can also give you tips while doing that video tour of what you should or should not do to help make it more desirable, sell faster. And then what we do is we send our photographer in. Our photographer is doing things to make sure that these are not, that he's being as safe as possible as well. So he's asking that no one be home. And he will come in. We make sure we give him access. He'll come in, he'll shoot everything, do it all, so that there's nothing, so he doesn't have to interact with you. You don't have to interact with him. And he wears gloves and a mask while he's doing it all. So there's no issues there. And one of the things that we have started incorporating very heavily, and the MLSs have started incorporating very heavily, is 3D virtual tours. So as part of all of our listings now, we're doing not just regular photography, but we're also doing drone photography, a video tour, and a 3D virtual tour. So basically what that looks like is they bring a camera in, they shoot the entire room all the way around so you can actually look, you can adjust your view up, down, side to side, and it's like you're physically in the house, or it's as close to it as you can get. And if you have 3D glasses, it really does feel like it. So we're now incorporating all of that to help make it easier for buyers to see without having to physically go in the home.
So I know we talked about it a little bit at the very beginning about the statistics, but for anybody who's just joining us, are homes even selling right now in Southwest Florida?
Yes.
Are those transactions happening? Give us a little recap of the numbers and let us know, are there buyers out there shopping for homes?
There are absolutely buyers out there shopping. Yes, there are fewer because, let's face it, we know what's going on in the economy. Some people have had jobs temporarily lost. Some, things like that have happened. And so those people are no longer buying. But there are plenty of buyers, and the percentage of buyers that has gone down, a higher percentage of listings have gone down. So if we're talking, just going back to the numbers, year over year sales were up 15% on single family homes, 16% on condos and townhouses. So if the percentage of active listings has gone down 20%, the percentage of active buyers has probably only gone down 10 to 15%. So that's why the inventory has gone down significantly, because there are more buyers than there are sellers right now. So selling right now, it can be to your advantage.
Awesome, thank you. And real quick, can you recap what we are doing with the Niesman team to help protect our sellers in the same vein that we put into place a Niesman team guarantee for our buyers? What are we doing for our people?
So on the sales side, well, we're doing a couple things. Number one, when it comes to somebody wanting to schedule a showing that they physically want to enter the home, we are making sure that the buyers are very well qualified. We make sure that we have not just a pre-qualification letter, but a full pre-approval letter that all of their income has been verified and everything. And we do our best to make sure that they're still working and that they anticipate continuing to be working while all of this is going on during the process of getting from contract to close, because that's typically 30 to 45 days. And things can change, as we've seen in that amount of time. So
what about our 90-day?
We're doing that, and then we also offer a 90-day home sold guarantee, where if you follow all of our advice and do everything that we set forth and ask you to do, we guarantee we'll have your home sold in 90 days, or you don't pay us.
Awesome. So that 90-day love it or leave it guarantee for our buyers, and the 90-day, swap it back to me, please. Come on back.
You don't want to see me drinking my tea?
Come on back. 90-day love it or leave it guarantee for our buyers, and the 90-day home sold guarantee for our sellers is something that Jerry and I have been looking to put into place for a while now, and we thought of no better time than during this like world of uncertainty to go ahead and put that in place. And so if you have questions about that, feel free to text us, call us at 239-201-9583, and I promise I'll put it here in the message thread. Or you can send us an email to Jerry Niesman, JerryNiesman @gmail.com. Feel free to shoot us a message here on Facebook Messenger as well and be like, yo, heard about Niesman Team Guarantee, heard about your 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. Can you shoot me some more details? There's the information on the entire guarantee is on our website, realpeople-realestate.com. You can get on there and start your home search. That's our clients' direct link to the MLS. A lot of times third-party sources and websites and things like that for finding homes aren't updated as frequently as our actual MLSs. And so feel free to check out our website if you want us to run a home search for you or give you a valuation on your home. Contact us. There's a bajillion ways to, and I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to switch back to Jerry, and I think I have everybody here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to send somebody a $25 Amazon gift code. After this, I'll call, text you, or email you, or messenger you in some way, and get your email address, and I'm going to have Jerry draw a name and read it on camera, and we should be about done. That's about it for the day.
We all done? You got no more questions for me?
I don't think so. I know that it's a rare bird to have me stop talking voluntarily. Stop talking. No, yes, we're done. We've reached the end of it. We've talked about it. Oh my goodness, time flies when you're having fun. It's been an incredible day. And yeah, thanks for joining us. I hope we see you Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for quarantine tours. 4 p.m. Jerry Niesman live. And yeah, here, pull a name, see who, I'm going to drop them all.
All right, so let's see who we got. Tammy
Awesome.
M, congratulations.
Yay, Tammy M, congratulations. I'm going to shoot you a Facebook Messenger right now with a gift code for Amazon. So write it down, throw it in your Amazon cart. I hope you buy something fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Here, I'll come on the other side so you can see. Ta-da! Bye,
together.
everybody. We are together. See, we're at like the side end of the same conference table. Thank you guys so much for joining us with Talk About It Tuesday. We will be back next Tuesday, 4 p.m., giving away another $25 gift code. We are going to be talking about getting your home ready to list and 10 tips to get your home sold quickly in the current market here in Southwest Florida. So thank you so much for joining us. Let us know if you have any questions about the Niesman Team Guarantee or how business is going right now. Call us, message us, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks for watching,
Bye, everybody. Thank you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you.